I have come to Bombay Heights ever since my childhood. That tall building by the main road, my mother used to come here first. It's like I've grown up here. I've seen everything grow up and change. But, nowadays, people don't prefer washing their clothes in the ghats. Only few of them do. They prefer those fancy washing machines, making noises like broom, broom, broom. I don't understand. See, can a washing machine ever have the grip of my hands? See, the way I know fiber for fabric and cotton from polyester, that human knowledge a machine can never possess or even replace. That's why the same washing machine even makes lassi out of your clothes.
Come on, Bhuvan. Be reasonable. We can convince your parents someday, no? I mean, there will be some common friend or some common relative or something. I can't just give up on us just like that.
Forget it, Sneha. Look, my family won't forget about the grudges that they held against yours. All those land deals, those brokerage competitions. Enmities like that don't just fade away. Even if there's nothing to trigger it now.
So what do you mean? You just want us to go away from each other? You want to pretend like we never met each other, like nothing ever happened between us? What do you want to do?
Look, I know it sounds crazy, but grudges die hard. Even if there's nothing to bring up those events now, it's like an open wound of memory. And, I respect my parents way too much. You know the amount of hardship they went through? To put me through school, through college? So no, not without their blessings.
Not with that. What do you mean? So what? So you'll give up on us? Hello?
They're already seeing other girls for me. I dodged all, but not for long.
Okay. What if I'm not me? What then? What if I'm the other girl?
What? You can't change your identity.
No, Bhuvan, I can't do much for us. I want this to work. I will do anything, please. What if I change my identity?
What do you mean by that?
You'll see. You shall see. I can do anything for love, I'll go to the ends of the earth. I'll do anything for you, my love. Anything for you. For love. For love.
Madam has no time for her new fresh clothes. She has no time for life in itself, other than her boyfriend.
Hello? Yes. Hi, is this Dr. Love's clinic? Yes, this is Sneha Joshi. I would like an appointment for today, please. Oh, what about Monday then? Monday works, right? Yes, thank you so much. Monday. Yes, I am 28 years old. Thank you.
Hi, Sneha, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Love. Just have to ask you a few questions to fill this form. Sneha Joshi, is it?
Yes.
Age?
28.
You consumed any alcohol recently?
No.
Narcotics, drugs?
Oh,
any
no,
of
no.
those? Okay. No tattoos either, right?
No.
That's it.
I hope you can make me just as beautiful.
That would be a challenge. Carving one perfect face out of another. But we can start by altering your hairline. By grafting rows of new hair in front of this existing hairline. Just relax. Then we can arch your eyebrows, widen the cheekbones, filling it up a bit, not just slightly longer nose, make the chin rounder, thicken the eyelashes, thin the lips, a part nose. What's it? Your plump face would be gone and so would those lips, but Here's the before and after.
Yes, yes.
And I don't mean to intrude, but why are you doing this in the first place?
Oh, I want to marry the love of my life, you see. Our parents both migrated from the village to the city, and we met again in college. And the way we reconnected, wow, it was like two lost souls coming together, you know. It was like we were meant for each other. We're inseparable, you see.
And you can't be with him despite all this love, similarities, inseparabilities if you don't change your face?
Oh, impossible.
Okay, this is none of my business, but what if you try to solve this out differently? There can be so many ways in today's modern day and age.
But even in today's modern day and age, such facial surgery clinics exist, right?
True.
And they don't just exist for like acid attack survivors or you know for those medically required people.
True, it is for vanity too. So I get it. Vanity or sanity.
My boyfriend is certain that nothing will work.
But I'm ready.
We fall in love with faces first, Neha. Then with the nature of a person, her outlooks, her traits, her personality. Even the same person with a new face can be a very different person. For me, love is for eternity. It grows on your mind, your feelings and memory. Just lie down, this will numb you a bit. You remind me of my own life in many ways actually. Well, there are no similarities, except for love. My own story? I met my wife, Mayuri. It was a rainy day. Everything was dripping green. That day, transport was on standstill. We were waiting across bus stops, you know, and she twirled her umbrella with a huge smile on her face. I remember everything about that day. The huge glistening road, the drippy trees, her wet hair framing her face. I walked across the road. She looked at me and I just blinked. We met after that day, every single day, at that same bus stop, until I got the courage to speak. I remember the passing of years and the changes on Mayuri's face. On our wedding day and honeymoon, it was flushed with rouge. When we settled down, it had a calm, like a coat of wax had been painted over it. But when she found out she couldn't have a child, her face it turned flabby. Her eyes sank the more and more obsessed she got over having a baby. Dark crescents under them. She became an insomniac.
I'm so sorry. How's she now?
She got pregnant, and despite of her gynecologist's warnings, she carried out the pregnancy.
And then, how's the baby? How's she?
I remember every detail of Mayuri's face. The twitch of her nose, the play of her cheeks into different smiles, glint in her eyes. That's why I don't understand how your boyfriend can just part with your face like that. He could have broken ties with his family and lived a separate life with you. Welcome back.
Do you really think, doctor, that Dhoban could have done something different?
Sneha, a face is about association. It's a mirror to a lover's heart. If I was your boyfriend, I would never let never let someone change their face, and especially such a beautiful one. Just an hour and I'll be bandaging your face now, if that's okay. Yeah.
Purna, Didi, what has happened to your face?
It's
Are
nothing.
you okay?
I just had a severe rash and allergy with foods. And all these pus balls broke out, so now I have to put on ointment and these bandages. I'll be fine in a few days.
अरे दीदी खोल दो, दिखाओ मुझे खोल दो. अरे, you know I have the best homemade paste. You know now how my feet were torn because of those harsh chemicals and detergents now. I used that lape for 2 days and see my feet, they are very clear now. I'll make something for your face too. आप खोल दो दिखा दो.
No, Purna, it's fine. I've been to the doctor and he's given me all the right medicines. You don't have to worry.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm getting a call now. I really need to take this.
Okay, I'll come back in 2 days. Nalini?
Well, you seem to have gotten a completely new face, so I thought you needed a completely new name.
Well, wasn't that the plan? But I need to look like someone else, right?
Well, you seem to have changed, and your face definitely has, so why not change your name as well?
No, why would that? No.
Look, I've already sent the wedding card designs out to print. I've also sent it to you to cross-check, in case you like it. Now this time, when we meet our parents, I want you to bend and touch their feet, okay? Please. None of that handshaking and hugging and all that you did before, okay?
But Bhuvan, I'm the same person inside even if my face has changed.
Oh, but I just told them that you've always been from the city. That you've just completed your graduation. Now imagine that you're Sneha from our village. What a shocker that would be.
Dr. Love?
No. How are you now?
How do I look?
Different face, but the same style of clothes. Your face always made my heart skip a beat. Now even more so.
I need to tell you something, doctor. I think I may not be in love with Bhuvan anymore. I postponed the marriage.
Say nothing now. Say no more. You're back with me, Mayuri. You're back. You're back. We can always be together. Come with me now. You're back. Please stay with me, Mayuri. My Mayuri.
Who's... Mayuri!
Sneha Didi? Is that you?
Yes, it's me, Purna. Yeah, enough about me. Wait, I heard this crazy thing.
What?
Is it the news really true?
What news?
Did he really do it? Your brother?
Didi, it's just that.
I have to go, Purna. I really have to. I'll see you next week.
Okay. Everywhere I go, people are just concerned about my brother. Nobody really cares about my dreams, you know. Even I wanted to get married and settle down and, start my own family. But my But my mother, she is only concerned about my brother. And I am the one who has to clear up all his mess all the time. Anyway, here I am earning money as a doobie. You see this shirt? I got this with my very first salary. I have been using this since then. I've been using this every day. What can I say? This is just how life is. Didi? Oh, Purna. Sorry.
Where were you? You know, I washed my black pantsuit twice last week. What is supposed to be a Thursday?
Sorry, Didi. It's just been a lot of trouble.
Yeah, okay, take this. Are you okay?
It's just my brother has troubled my family a lot, Didi. I just don't understand.
Purna, actually, I wish I could talk to you more, but and I'm sorry to hear that, but I actually have lunch meeting.
It's okay, Didi.
Yeah.
Didi, I found this in Sahil Baba's pocket.
No. Don't tell me. Thank you.
I'll come back in 2 days.
Nalini, over here, come quick. Oh, we don't want anyone taking your seat.
I'm sorry, I got so late. There was like a bunch of things that came up, and then I just lost track of time completely.
You don't have to rush, you know. Oh. Hey, are you okay? You seem more worried than usual.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's, actually, don't worry, I'm good.
That's what you say. But you know you can confide in me, right? I am your friend.
Yeah, it's just, I just feel like everything is against me, you know? Like this entire universe is, you know, punishing me for all the decisions I've ever made. And just first is this job that's slowly killing me, and then it's
Today's done. Hey, I had this annoying customer.
Muthu, just wait. Listen.
yeah, it's so the job. Yeah, it's you would think that after making sure that I eat well and I sleep well and you know I'm fit and like I'm living a healthy life, that I would have no troubles and no stress, you know. But it's just the job. It's sucking the life out of me.
No, you've always said that your job is tiring and you found ways to deal with it. Na? Hey, what was that thing called? Alcoholics Anonymous. That must have helped, no?
Muthu, so that it's Workaholics Anonymous.
That only
No, and either way, it's like, I mean, it hasn't really helped me, you know. They just make me do all these breathing exercises to like drive my thoughts away from work, but that only makes me think about my problems more. And you know, my home is not my solace from work. My work is my solace from home.
Wait, is this about your father-in-law? Because you know you could always talk to your husband about this. And I don't mean some half-hearted approach. I mean a proper confrontation. Just tell him that you won't stand for this mistreatment anymore.
No, it's not that simple. And okay, don't you think if confronting problems was as simple as, you know, talking to people who just did us wrong, then I would have lost my cool already?
I suppose you're right. I mean, look at me. I couldn't even solve my own problems. Why would it work for you? If my father wasn't, you know, willing to let me become a policewoman, why would your father-in-law be any different? My God, it's always these stuck-up old men. They never respect us or our wishes.
Exactly. And you know, they're always just trying to serve their own ideals and their own kind, their own beliefs. And oh, God forbid anyone goes against their views. It's just, oh, they'll always try to put them down.
And it's, you know, it's not just these old men, it's all these stuck-up women as well. They judge you for no good reason. My landlady has been hounding at me day after day, asking me where I've been all night, who I've been with. Now imagine if I told her that I work as a bouncer at a club. What her reaction would be? She'd probably kick me out and I'd have no place to stay.
And it's not just this old generation of men and women, you know, it's this new generation too. They're just as stuck up as that. And even my own stupid son Sahil, he doesn't talk to me, he doesn't bother to listen to me despite working in the same building as him. And when he talks to me, it's like I'm just another colleague, like I'm not his mother. Like I haven't dedicated my entire life for the betterment of his future. Stupid boy.
Sister, did something happen between you and your son? It seems like you have something on your mind.
It's nothing, Muthu. It's just today I found this wooden piece in his trousers, inside his trousers today, and it just made me think about the life that I didn't have with him, you know, about all the memories, all the key life moments that I've missed, all just laid to waste because of my work. And it is the sacrifice that I made. I thought that it was for his benefit and that he would see it, you know. But what's the point? He hates me. It's like, he just thinks of me like another absent parent with no place in his life. How can you do this to me? So
Have I ever told you both how I am in this place right now? How is it that I have a dosa stall in the middle of Bombay?
I don't think so, Mathew.
I came from a village in Tamil Nadu. After completing my 10th standard, my family couldn't afford to send me for higher studies. So instead, they heeded the advice of an uncle from a nearby town who said that he could find me a job in Bombay and earn enough to send back home. My father gave his entire savings to this man and sent him on his way. However, when the train arrived on the other terminus, this uncle had disappeared with all my poor father's savings. I was left stranded in this massive city. Hey, I couldn't speak a word of Hindi. I didn't know what to do or where to go.
God, Muthu, that's awful. So what did you do next?
Well, I just kept moving forward. What else could I do? I mean, I couldn't go back home or I couldn't find a place to stay in Bombay. So, I washed dishes at the bakeries. Oh, there were times when I slept on the streets beside there, even on railway stations. But I earned enough to just have a bed to sleep on. And then I just focused on one thing, was that I would use my family's knowledge to those delicious dosas. And then I will start a food stall, a dosa stall. And that is what I did. I mean, I understand that you have made sacrifices for your son. I mean, that you are spending less time with him so that you could give him a better future. I mean, every parent does that now. But I would still say, just like I had my family's memories, whenever he felt lonely, I am very sure he would have relied on the memories that you gave him, more than that money you want.
Yeah, actually, I can see that, when he went to college, I thought he was completely settled. He went to the London School of Economics. It's one of the best colleges. But I can only imagine the isolation he must have felt. Moving to a completely different country, to a completely different environment. How could I have done this? How can I even begin to fix this?
We all make bad decisions sometimes. I've made more than a few. Before this stall, I had a couple of stalls. And this man approached me. Very enticing business. Huh? And I dove headfirst into it without thinking about the consequences. I gave him my entire savings, expecting a sincere partnership. Now what happened? I was swindled again. Back to scratch. But that didn't stop me. I kept moving forward.
Muthu, your luck seems worse than ours. I mean, all these setbacks, all this humiliation, and yet you always keep going forward.
Think of those boxes. All of us have the ability to keep up fighting. All of us are strong now. We just have to remember to keep moving forward. And that's what I did. However, my problems are much more straightforward anyways. I have family and societal pressures. That is more difficult to navigate.
Okay, fine. So tell us, how would you approach our problems? How would you solve our issues then?
I couldn't tell you that. I can only share my experiences now. However, I can say without a doubt that I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the energy the city of Bombay gives me. Every day waking up, working, and then sleeping back to work again. And all those memories, my Amma and Appa. So this was made by your son?
Yeah.
This was his passion?
Yeah, it's been his passion since childhood up to college. Exactly, it's really beautiful.
Then appeal to the child in him. Give him the opportunity to express his passion. And then it will give you the opportunity to rebuild what was between you two.
Everybody goes through problems. At least they have someone to solve their sorrows to. Look at me. Didi doesn't even notice me. Nobody notices my problems. Do they even know the kind of stuff I have to go through? My brother. The shame he's brought on my family. I can barely even think about it. And it's just all so much. It's all just trapped inside my head and I have no one that I can rant to. And things shouldn't be trapped like this. If they're trapped, they just erupt. And my problems, they just never end. My mother, she's sick, that poor thing, and I can do nothing about it. Nothing. And I am the one who takes care of everything, every time, and she only cares about my brother who's in jail. It's just all so much.
You never know these people that's working in living in your own houses, and your own cities. Like just today I found like a bunch of wooden miniature pieces and they're so beautiful. I could put up an exhibition with it. I never knew it was his passion.
Hey, this will give you a chance to reconnect with him. And how ironic. It'll be like your work finally helps you together, your family.
Yeah. I can already see it, Divan Woodworks.
Divan Woodworks.
Yeah, what a name. But yeah, Muthu, you're right.
feel like I should do this for him, you know. And to think that that he was out there in London in that school, while this is what he has secretly been in love with all along. And especially after the childhood he's had, I think this is my opportunity to be a better mother and help him achieve his dreams.
Definitely will be. And on the topic of achieving dreams, I think I should open my own restaurant now. All will like to come now.
Yeah. You are so right, Mathew. Every day in the city of Bombay, you must keep moving forward.
Yeah, forward.
Oh,
forward.
except if you're stuck in traffic.
That is very true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Really, please.
Traffic. For those people who have the luxury to even be in traffic, in cars, in AC, they've already moved forward enough.
You're going to visit Pakya, right? Make some kheer for him. I'm pretty sure he's done with your roti sabzi.
I've just come home. I'm not going out again and not for Pakya.
Don't talk about your brother like that. Your poor brother is in jail. Can't you be a bit considerate about him?
Considerate? Are you not accepting what he did? He deserves to be in jail, ma.
Do not talk about your brother like that. Let be whatever he did. He is still your brother.
Not to me
Purna!
Why do you keep shouting like this?
He is still your brother. As long as he is alive and well, you will love him, okay?
Okay. I'll go and I'll visit him tomorrow. Okay? But not today. I'm very tired. I've just come home. And what is it that you wanted me to make for him?
Kheer. I'm sure he's tired of your roti sabzi.
Of course. Yes, I'll make kheer for him and I'll go visit him tomorrow and give him the kheer. But you don't worry, okay? You just take rest.
Oh, Purna Didi.
Yeah, do you have any clothes today?
Yeah. I'll just get them.
Yeah. Janice! I made you fill my fountain pens one day when I was getting late for an exam and you fill them with water! How could you do this to me? I wasted 10 minutes of my exam trying to find a pen. I wasted 10 minutes. Do you get that? How could you do this to me? Huh?
Okay. I feel bad, but it was a little funny.
It is. I remember having such arguments and fights with my brother.
But this is different, no? I mean, when will your brother be released from jail?
Janice!
Sorry, Purna Didi, I have to go. The Siege of Leningrad, September 1941. 1944, the Germans were bombarding their city with planes and artillery.
How long can we live on with just 2,000 rupees? You have girls to feed and educate, you know? You have no sense of responsibility at all. At least sell this white elephant of a house and let us go and live somewhere cheap.
One more word. This was my papa's house. So what if we lost all our money in plantation schemes and scams? This is still our house.
Yeah, you're so rich yet so poor. At least paying guests.
My papa would have hated that. This is a house, not a hostel.
My parents didn't know I was home. They never fought in front of me and my sister Kate. Pa works in a pharmaceutical factory in dodgy second and third shifts. And Ma's a housewife. Whatever. You know, I wouldn't even have been here at home if it wasn't for my upcoming bet with Sandra to see who would score high in the upcoming exams. And I could have completely avoided this. There have been times when I recount the long nights of endless noise behind closed doors, under closed eyelids, as I would try and train back into my sleep. But somehow today, it seemed much worse than before. Anyhow, I should get back to studying. Allies opposing the Axis powers, the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union, the United States, who emerged in the latter half of the war.
I have told you never to interfere.
Keep lending money to your worthless friends on high interest until they can return nothing.
The Holocaust, the violent deaths of a large number of people, the total number of Jewish victims persecuted in stages estimated at 6 million. The World War II was an enormously trying situation for Russia.
It is your job to mop up when the water spills.
You could have easily switched on the wall by 8:30 when the society pumps water.
A country that was not ready either economically or military-wise
And what makes you think I will wait for that?
to defend itself against the Germans.
It's a nod is given to everybody. Why do you have to go against everything?
This is my tank. I'm not going to wait for your society to tell me what to do. When it overflows, you will mop.
Call one of your worthless friends to do it for you.
What's going on? I can't take this anymore.
One more word and I will kill you.
What else can you do? If you were man enough, you would have lived like one. You cannot live with a pauper like you.
I tried willing Ma to quietness, digging my fingernails deep into the flesh of my palms, whispering a timely prayer so I could avoid this nightmare. I was aware of Pa's unconditional wrath. You know, once when a visiting aunt had interfered, she was hit by an iron stool flung at her head by him. And she received a cut to her forehead and she bled and she was rushed to the hospital. The next day she came back plastered, a white crown, aborting her month-long stay to 2 days until fit to journey away. I have always tried to calm such situations and Kate is never there for me. In happier times, Pa had shown us how his knife, unguarded from its sheath, could be used on, robbers and trespassers for our own safety. I never realized, that homes with sparse second-hand furniture were rarely ever robbed, and nor that rusted knives could ever kill. Who do you think is right?
What is wrong with you to ask such a question? Of course it's Ma.
I mean, what about Pa? Why does she always nag him?
Pa beats her. How can you think like this?
But then, doesn't anything that he does amount to anything at all?
Ma takes such good care of us. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Kate and I keep having such arguments and end up not speaking to each other for weeks and weeks. It's like sharing a room with a complete stranger.
Are you siding with Pa? Because you've done something that you don't want Ma to know of?
But no. It's just, why does she talk to him when he's drunk? Why can't she, wait until he's sober? She should know by now. when to speak and when to stay silent, she could save herself unless there is a better option.
You are so stupid to think like that.
No, you are. You! I'll be sleeping here tonight. Ma had moved into our bedroom and was sharing a bed with me. And Pa slept in their room all alone. The academic year is over, and this made me feel like this poem I learned by William Wordsworth called Daffodils. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed, and I gazed, and Anyway, coming back to the present. Oh, the other day, while I was flipping through my new books, I came across this page from history. What did it say again? The Indian Rebellion of 1857. Right, yeah. The Sepoy Mutiny and the British East India Company, something, whatever. And a thought occurred to me, what if, Kate, what if our parents were born in the times of Great War and struggle? Would they use their brute force for, say, something like the mutiny or, the 42's Quit movement? Or would they, fight against the Nazis with the spine that raged inside of them? Wouldn't that mean that both of them are wrong?
What is wrong with you? First you're against Pa, then you're against Ma, now you're against both. I think you're against Pa because Ma gives you more housework and against Ma because I think Pa doesn't give you enough pocket money or something.
You are so dumb to think so.
You are.
You! Ugh! She gets on my nerves! But I know exactly how to get back at her. She fancies Michael, this guy in our church who we frequently bump into. He was my dance partner for one of the events. Tall, blonde, and fair-skinned. He did not have a trace of his boiled-faced, black-haired parents in him at all.
Oh, I'm getting late for church and I can't even find my lip gloss anywhere.
It's not like he's going to notice you anyway.
Huh? Oh, and you think he likes you?
I never said that.
You only think that you are beautiful.
And you think you are?
It is me.
Well, then let Michael decide. Fine.
Wait until you go to college.
It feels so good to be back home after a whole year. Until I found Kate claiming our entire room all to herself. Ma shifted back into Pa's room and the fights have reduced since Pa's retirement. I actually haven't spoken to Kate in a while. All I know is that she's chatting away and going on these movie watching dates and always going out with her boyfriends. The only time, she ever called me was to get out of any trouble. What is really going on between the two of you? Nothing, Ma. I mean, how am I supposed to explain to her something that began so long ago? Really, Ma, you should be asking Kate. Why are you even asking this anyway?
Your mother and I have decided that it's time that you claim your share of Ma's gold and this property. You both would get an equal share, of course.
But why are we doing this now? We're still living in it. And it's not like we're waiting for you to die or something.
I would like that part of the house, wherever I'm living. Whenever that is, actually.
No, that's my side. I will get that.
How can both of you fight over something that belongs to both of you? Oh my God, this is so silly and petty.
But she's silly and
You are
petty.
petty and
No,
silly.
you are.
Brought something new today. It's always the same roti sabzi.
Today I made something sweet. A bit of kheer to go along with the food. I hope you're hungry. What? Aren't you hungry? I made this cake especially for you.
I'll eat it. How's mother?
She's fine. She keeps asking about you. She just hopes that she can visit someday.
How are you?
Um,
Please look at me when we talk. How long were you going to bother me with that incident?
How long? Seriously? Look at you for what? I have absolutely no reason to look at you. I remember you laying on my lap with me and Anju, scared, crying, when your father used to beat our brother, when your father used to beat our mother. And look at you now. Look how you have turned out to be, just like him.
He's your father too.
And I have nothing in common with him or you, you bastard. Just be grateful that I still even cook food for you.
Boy. Look, these people here are relentless. They keep beating me for no reason, as if I've done something wrong to them. I really do not want to be here anymore. Isn't the lawyer doing anything?
We have Chote uncle from our area working on it. You still think I don't do enough, don't you?
Enough. I'm too tired to have arguments right now.
Just remember that your mother cares for you a lot. And I'm doing the best I can. Take this kid and you'll know. I'm looking out for you. I'm doing what's good for you. I'm doing what's good for you. I'm doing what's good for you.
Hey, you heard what happened to that Purna's brother, Pakya?
What?
Hey, he died in prison.
Huh?
But you heard what he did to that poor woman.
Yeah.
Good thing he's dead.
But then why is Purna still going to work? Father like son.
Ah! Just so tired of this. I saw his body, weak with exhaustion and so helpless. The unbearable stench of it, and the sound and sight of flies around him, it made me wail and protest. I blamed the police for sabotage, but I was sounding very unreasonable, so they shushed me and they sent me away. They asked me to leave. I came back home to a speechless mother. She did not eat or talk to me properly for a week. And she still doesn't. I had to keep working. I had to deliver for Naina ma'am, Janice, and I had to keep doing the work in this big city. It's really funny how the dreams in this big city are either meant to be just destroyed or they are meant to be transformed into something that was never their first choice. Nevertheless, my family's name has improved again, just like when my father had disappeared. After all, who really cares about the death or murder of a rapist? Especially if that's my brother. I had to let him go. I didn't have a choice. Even how much ever painful it was, I had to poison his favorite kheer and let him go. I did the right thing. It was the right thing to do. Don't die like a clean city.